Good morning. It's Sunday, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the power that art has to give people, individuals, or groups of people or communities a voice that they might not otherwise have in the world. And sometimes when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about it in a big, powerful way, like maybe an art, a movement, a civic movement or a community movement that uses art to get their message out, or maybe a person, an individual person finds a creative voice that they're able to speak to the world with, that they might not otherwise be able to speak. Sometimes I'm referring to trauma and being able to use art to express trauma and get help for trauma. Today I'm talking about something just a little more lighthearted than that. And it's about how seemingly little acts of encouragement and inspiration in the world of art can have incredible impact on communities and people without maybe the person doing the act is even aware of, or at least they're not aware of the impact that they might have. And so I want to tell you the story of Mr. I don't remember his name in 5th grade art. And I hope that I can inspire you to take your voice as an artist out into the world more, share it with others, and maybe you'll be of some similar inspiration to another person. I will get to the point. Stay with me, please. Okay, so the teacher would read every day after we returned to class from lunch from a book. And right on cue, as if they had planned it, although it was made to look like they hadn't, Mr. I don't remember his name would come into the classroom behind the teacher to empty the waste paper basket. He was a janitor at the school where I attended, the school that I attended. He and his wife were both janitors there, and neither one of them spoke any English. So we didn't communicate in any way outside of this scenario I'm going to describe. So he would come in behind the teacher and pick up a piece of chalk on the board and start drawing and tell us to be quiet. Now, she had to know this was going on, and we knew she knew what was going on, but we played along with it. But what I was fascinated about was this man who didn't speak English, and I had never spoken to, and I didn't and don't know his name, communicated to me a lot of things through his art on that chalkboard. He did it very quickly. He did it in a funny way. We laughed. The teacher would pretend not to know what was going on and would ask us, what was all this laughter about, and tell us to stop it. And he would tell us behind her back, no, don't stop it. But what he would do on that board is very quickly make some sort of imaginary tale. He would tell a story with his somewhat cartoon-like drawings, and they might be about the teacher or the classroom or something else that was going on in that day. We all understood, or at least I understood. I'm not sure everybody was as in tune to this as I was, or it mattered to everybody as much as it seems to have mattered to me. But I knew what he was saying with his drawings, and I loved that man. And I wanted to be just like that man, and I wanted to talk to people with my drawings. What I want to say here is I don't mean this necessarily in a really big way. I mean it in maybe the most innocent, small, everyday actions that could somehow mean a great deal to another person, and we may never know it. Like, for instance, I guess I got to get up and get something here to illustrate this. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. The other day I made a little video about how I created a art kit, a plein air art kit out of an old book. And none of you were that interested in that video. I loved making it. And I took it to a coffee shop right after making it because I wanted to test it out and see if I had forgotten anything. And so I set up my little corner to paint in as far away from other people as I could get so that I wouldn't feel shy about, maybe filming something or taking pictures, which I didn't really do. I took a picture. I didn't film it because I still haven't figured out how to do that in public. Another thing to learn. Anyway, I made a drawing or a little sort of painting. I will take a better shot of that and put it in here. Now the point is, I sat there for a long time. I really got involved in my own world, trying to draw these dogs that were outside the window, but not so involved that I didn't notice that there was a little kid over here, I don't know, 8, 9, somewhere in there, with his mother, who was having coffee and talking to a friend, and the kid was watching me draw. And he kept watching me the whole time he was in there. And as he left, he got as close as he could get to the table and peeked over my shoulder and looked a little bit more. And I engaged briefly with him and asked him if he liked to draw, and he said yes. And I said something about, well, maybe next time you come to the coffee shop, you can bring some paper. Or if I'm here, ask me and I'll give you some paper and you can draw too. And then they went their merry way. Now, I didn't have to teach a class to inspire a group of people to draw or to teach them how to draw. I didn't even have to make a particularly good drawing. In fact, I think one of the successes of this drawing is that these dogs, I'm going to show you again, these dogs are not in any way perfect. But that dog on the bottom, he is perfectly spread out on the sidewalk, just like he was. And that is wonderful. And so I don't have to make a good piece of art to inspire others. You don't either. I just need to make art and to be willing to share that process with others, and to encourage them when they make art. So thank you very much, Mr. I don't remember your name, but I wish I did. I do remember you, and I remember your art, and I remember your voice, and it was important. Thanks.